I'm taking a huge leap of faith in my life right now. And obviously, I'm just starting to work on my projects, endeavors, and you know, it's making me think twice about my decision to pursue what I enjoy doing. And this has been on my mind lately a lot, and sometimes it disrupts my flow. It's been affecting different aspects of my life, and the most obvious one is when I wake up later in the day and then I feel bad because, I have less hours in a day to do the work that I need to do, and then I just end up not doing anything. So that's kind of shit, you know? Honestly, there are days when I jokingly think that maybe having a boss besides myself wouldn't be too bad. Because, at least they're the one overseeing things and they're paying me. Pretty much what I'm saying is that there's an instant gratification if I do a regular job. But even though I'm saying that, I know to myself that it's not something, or that's not something that I want to do. I really want to work for myself. I want to boss myself around. So, yeah. But enough of that. I just gotta be Delulu and believe that things will get better eventually. And, yeah, at least I hope. It's been 2 months since I started working on my music, and about 3 weeks when I started working on this channel. And it's going pretty slow to say the least. Yeah, I just gotta keep grinding all day, every minute, every second. A few weeks ago, I went with my friends to watch Inside Out 2, and there were things that were too relatable in that movie. Specifically, anxiety. So, yeah, today I just want to draw something in relation to that, such as how my environment looks when I'm feeling this way, while I yap about this movie and the ideas it represents. So let's go. So Inside Out 2. The thing that stood out to me the most in that movie is how anxiety overplans for the future. What ifs? I was like, dang, that's anxiety? I mean, obviously it's a movie, so everything was exaggerated, but it felt like a slap to my face because I tend to do that a lot. Though I was already aware of my tendency to overthink, especially about the future, this reminds me that I still struggle with controlling my urge to overplan for events that are far ahead. Pretty much wasting time for something you're not sure is even going to happen instead of focusing on what's going on now. Sometimes I wish I could reclaim the ignorance of my youth, but even that isn't great. Anyway, I'm sure many of you can relate, but I would say that thinking too much about the future is just a projection. So the advice that I would give to myself, and maybe to others as well, is to focus on the task at hand. Whatever I planned for that day, I just need to put my attention to that instead of thinking too far into the future. Because the things that we're trying to control at the present moment is already hard to manage. So what more if that thing is so far into the future? So kudos to Inside Out for making me reflect a lot on that. Hey, I'm not saying Inside Out 2 is a great movie, but I definitely enjoyed it. I wish it was a little bit longer, And I'm kind of sad that the other emotions or the new ones didn't have much airtime. But perhaps if there's a sequel, they'll be featured more. I hope. Especially, no. Nostalgia's cute. Ennui. I want to see more of Ennui. I don't know why. It doesn't do anything, but. So I finished the sketch, and I'm just gonna give you a little mini tutorial. You know, so when drawing perspectives, make sure to start with the surrounding first. Don't think too much about the figure. You'll do that later, after you have all the context for it, for you to put it in. But I would say you should already know the big picture, like where you want to put the person, the composition of the attention grabbers. What I mean by that is like the big elements in your pictures. So yeah, okay. Anyway, enough of that chit chat. Now I just really want to talk about this sense of self in Inside Out 2. Bro, I was questioning why they had that bad memory launcher. I was like, dude, aren't those little orbs of embarrassing stuff also important for Joy's? I mean, not Joy, for Riley's sense of self? I mean, yeah, that shit really hurts your self esteem, but I gotta get off my high horse sometimes. And I think bad memories are a safety feature, no? I was kind of mad. Not mad, but when I reached that point in the movie, I kind of knew where it was going already, so yeah, it was predictable because I was like, oh, this already happened in the first movie. It's like pretty much the same thing. It's just different, I don't know, different part of Riley's brain that they're throwing up. So yeah. That's why I'm not saying it's a great movie, but I did enjoy it. Cause, and it's pretty tough. It's pretty tough. But yeah, building on that, bad memories really be taking over me sometimes. It's making me feel like I couldn't get any better than this, which obviously isn't true. There's always room for improvement. It might take a while, it might take years and years, but yes, you can improve. It's really hard to shrug off sometimes. And I hate how powerful emotions can be. I mean, I know it can be so beautiful, but damn, when you're thinking badly about yourself, it just takes a toll on you. It just takes a toll on you. And somehow it takes over everything if you let it. But I do believe that we gotta embrace our current selves first before we create a better version of ourselves. And again, it's hard to put that into practice. Especially as an artist. I mean, you just see people who are way better than you. I don't know. I mean, every artist, every time that they see a person younger than them who's doing better drawings, amazing detailed drawings, amazing anatomy and stuff, it just hurts your ego. It's okay. That's life. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. No. Keep it together. Keep it together. Anyway. Damn. There's a long way to go. That's for sure. Another commercial break. So update on the drawing. I cleaned up my lines. Looks good. Looks clean. Duh. It's funny because every time I reach this stage in the process, I'm so locked in. I get too tense when I'm cleaning up my lines. And that shouldn't be the case. Somehow, you should be chillin' when you're drawing. You shouldn't be too tense. You should be, yeah, you're focused on all that, but don't be too tense. It's gonna be bad for your drawing. It's gonna be bad for my drawing. It's gonna be stiff. It's gonna end up. Yeah, you know what I mean. And take breaks. That's important. Sleep. That's also important. Don't stay up too late. That's not good. It's better to wake up early. But then again, that's your life. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying. Okay, moving on. I want to talk about panopticon. I don't know if anybody knows that. Probably. But yeah. As someone who studied architecture, this idea of panopticon was shoved down our throat, so I can't really stop thinking about it. So when talking about being pressured and all that, I kind of think that there's someone watching your every move, like they're onto you. So for me right now, I feel as if I'm the worst because I haven't made that much progress in the past 2 months, or at least in a way that people or I would think represents progress. So aka making money. It boils down to that. Anyway, panopticon is a type of institutional building and a system of control designed by the English philosopher and social theorist Jeremy Bentham in the late 18th century. The design pretty much is notorious for allowing a single watchman to observe all inmates of an institution without them being able to tell whether they are being watched. So yeah, the design has a circular structure with a central observation tower. So you might be thinking, why am I relating this architectural thing, panopticon, to anxiety and Inside Out 2? Well, as mentioned, the design ensures that inmates are always visible to the observer, but the observer is not visible to the inmates, creating a sense of constant surveillance. So thinking about my situation, it's not necessarily the people that are around me right now are the ones watching me, quote unquote watching me, but it's more of my past self. I don't know, I'm really scared about my past self because my past self was so judgmental. I feel like my past self is a lot more judgmental compared to my future self. And yeah, my past self has a lot of these grandiose dreams, endeavors, delulus, and I feel pressured because I haven't achieved them yet. Yeah. But meanwhile, my future self understands that it will take some time to get there. So my future self would be a lot more compassionate and understanding of my current self right now, like in this moment. So yeah, I feel like my past self is just judging me. Just, I don't know. Yeah, my past self is just scary. That's what I'm saying. Moreover, I'm almost hinting at that idea of the panopticon in this drawing by having more of this fisheye, GoPro-like point of view of the person and their room, the studio. So, in a way, the instruments and all the devices in the room are surrounding this person. And you know, being surrounded with these tools, sometimes it can feel a little bit too much. It puts pressure on you. They put pressure on you to do things, to finish things, to grind. I'm not really liking the color on this that much. It's okay. I'll make it work in a bit. Just wait. Another commercial break. It's getting dark. It's gonna rain, I think. I have to finish up soon. So another thing that I relate to anxiety is roller coasters. Firstly, I want to talk about surrendering control. So, riding a roller coaster involves surrendering control and trusting the safety mechanisms in place. Similar to managing anxiety, by accepting uncertainty and relinquishing the need to control every outcome. Therefore, you need to let go. I mean, still pretty daunting during the first drop, but it's fun. Moving on to mindfulness and presence. On a roller coaster, you often have to focus on the present moment to fully experience the ride. Mindfulness involves grounding yourself in the present, rather than being consumed by worries about the future or regrets about the past. Lastly, trusting the process. Trusting that the roller coaster will end and that you'll be safe can be a powerful way to cope with the ride. I don't know, you guys. I feel like I'm just advocating for y'all to ride roller coasters. But yeah, don't knock it till you try it. Or if you're still scared after riding it, do it again. Do it over and over again until you get used to it. I promise you, you're gonna start to enjoy it. Obviously, it's up to you. Enough of that. Anyway, you guys, I think that's all for today. I am done. I'm pretty happy with the colors and how I made it work. You know, by doing layers. Wink wink. Go watch my other videos and let me know what kind of art related stuff you want me to do in this channel. And yeah, please subscribe, like, and comment. Let me know what you think about the movie Inside Out 2, or if you haven't watched it, maybe watch it. But yeah, please subscribe.